Greetings and a very warm welcome to our principal, vice principal, and leadership team, our teachers, and dear parents to this talent extravaganza, Talent Olic.
At Lilavati Baipada School, we believe that extraordinary times require extraordinary solutions, and the principal has ensured that the students are provided with nothing but the best, be it online classes, virtual sports day, virtual field trips, and
A virtual display of talent. Talent Olic brings together storytelling through music, dance, and drama. I quote Leonardo da Vinci. He says, I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. Our principal, Miss Alexander, too believes that students must learn by doing and applying what they learn. Let us all put our hands together for our principal and listen to her address.
Thank you, my dear children, for that very warm welcome. A very warm good evening to all my dear parents, teachers, and my lovely children. I don't think there is anyone in this audience who did not welcome 2021 with shouts of cheer and bid a very quick farewell to 2020. But I'm sure you will acknowledge when we say that 2021 will be a year of healing, I pray, for all those of us who've had it bad. And when you come to think about it, you will acknowledge with me that 2020 had much to offer. It gave us time to be with families. It gave us time to be more compassionate, more resilient. We learned how to never take the good times for granted. It taught us in many ways how to hone our very skills for survival and the ones that were latent. We survived it all and we did very well. In the education sector, all of us had enough opportunity to showcase our inner mettle. Every teacher got down to the new normal of online teaching. At Lilavati Baipadar, we knew we had to keep our excellence right on the top. We visited, revisited, reinvented our academic wheel from time to time. While our corridors were quiet, our classrooms silent, our playgrounds numb, we knew back home there was enough talent waiting to be harnessed. And today, we bring you with great pride, Talentolic. I'm very proud to tell you all that everything you see today, everything, right from auditions to scripting to music to dance, to sets and props and selection of costumes, and the mammoth task of editing, losing out sleep day in and day out, was done by my teachers. I am so very proud of them for their grit, their sense of commitment, and immense hard work. To you, my dear parents, you've been my pillars of support. I thank you for your faith in us. We have driven our academic calendar to precision. No delays, every event that was planned during the pandemic year went on floors. Thank you very much. This weekend, sit back, enjoy the plays with your families. Do write back to me of all that you have to say, good or bad. I would love to hear them all. Thank you. God bless.
thank you, ma'am. Stories come alive when we dramatize them. add song and dance, and you can grab the attention and trigger the imagination.
Like the movies?
They are also called musicals, Anaya. Our school has a tradition of staging many such classic literature as musicals. They educate, teach students to collaborate, communicate, and it's such fun. Our principal strongly believes that participating in such learning experiences is very important for a student.
At school, we begin a working day or any event by seeking divine grace. And keeping with tradition, we have the lighting of the lamp by our principal, which will be followed by a wonderful rendition of a prayer dance.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. Make a way. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way. By a roadway in the wilderness, He'll lead me. Rivers in the desert will I see. But His word will still remain, and He will do something new today. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. He will make a way.
Such graceful dancing deserves a huge round of applause.
Singing and dancing go hand in glove. We've had a fantastic prayer dance, and now we have a fabulous song to get you in the mood. It's the welcome song.
Were they trained to sing and dance like that in the online class?
Yes, they were. Unbelievable, right? Thank you, friends, for that dazzling performance. Stories make learning effective, and that is why children engage so well with storytelling. Our teachers can teach almost anything through stories.
Why are stories so popular? When we hear one, we step out of our reality and place ourselves in someone else's shoes. And when we watch a story come alive, we travel the distance with the characters to a faraway land and join them in their joy and struggles.
What is your favorite genre of story, Shlok?
I like adventure and science fiction. What's yours, Anaya?
I like any story with a happy ending. I feel sad when the problems aren't resolved and the characters suffer.
Then I'm not sure if today's story is for you. It has all the bits that will tug at your heartstrings. The story is set in the Bucket household, where love is abundant but money is scarce.
They're lucky, Shlok. You can live without much money, but you cannot live without love.
What if you're cold and hungry and all you get to eat is cabbage soup every day? There's a chocolate factory right next door, and the delicious aroma of chocolate makes you feel faint with hunger, but you know you can't have any of it.
That's so very sad. Please tell me more.
The story is about a boy named Charlie Bucket, and the chocolate factory is owned by Mr. Willy Wonka, the best but the most reclusive chocolatier in the world. One day, he decides to invite 5 children to visit his factory.
I wish I could visit it. I've never been to a chocolate factory before.
For that, you need to have a golden ticket.
Golden ticket? Where can I get one?
You need to buy Wonka chocolate bars and maybe, just maybe you could get lucky and find one.
Bye. See you later.
Where are you going?
To buy some Wonka chocolate bars.
What about Charlie? Wouldn't he want some chocolate and a chance to visit the factory?
But what chance does Charlie have of finding the golden tickets?
Can't the poor hope? Hope can be a powerful force, and one who hopes strongly has within him the gift of miracles. I believe nothing is impossible. Come with us. Let's meet Charlie.
Willy Wonka, the reclusive and enigmatic candy man, is ready to open the doors to his magical factory. Cost of admission? 1 golden ticket, hidden in the wrapping of his famous candy bars. Children across the world will soon clamor to get one of just 5 tickets. 5 lucky children will have the opportunity to win a tour, to explore and learn the recipes of the chocolate factory, and they will be escorted by none other than Mr. Wonka himself. Did you listen to the news, Rihan? Of course I did. Did you buy the Wonka chocolate bars too, Keith? Yes, I did. I bought them just to have a chance to meet Mr. Wonka. I'd do anything to meet Mr. Wonka. Let's take a sneak peek to see what the children of our town are up to. Yes! Let's follow the trail of the golden ticket tin. I can smell soup. Hi Dad. Mom, what's for dinner? I have a horrible empty feeling in my tummy.
Soup's almost ready, darling. Just cabbage and water tonight, dear. There's nothing extra to put in.
Oh, well, nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage. That's the only meal you can afford. Or wait till Sunday when you're allowed to take a second helping. I feel like I've eaten nothing but cabbage soup forever. The smell of chocolate wafting from the factory is driving me up the wall. I'd so like to have a small bite of a Wonka bar. On my walk to school, I can see great slabs of chocolate piled up high in the shop windows. This is one thing I have learned for more than anything else. Chocolate. Oh, how I wish if it was possible to have just one bite. That's so sad. Cabbage soup? That's all the poor boy had. Did you see the news, Charlie? What if you get an opportunity to win the golden ticket? Me? Win a golden ticket? Really? But how? Charlie, I've heard that what you imagine can sometimes come true. Just imagine. Is it really true that the Wonka's chocolate factory is the biggest in the world? And is Mr. Willy Wonka really the cleverest chocolate maker in the world? True? Of course it's true. Good heavens! Didn't you know that it's about 50 times as big as any other? Mr. Willy Wonka is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. I thought everybody knew that. I knew he was famous, Grandpa Joe, and I knew he was very clever. Clever? He's more than that. He's a magician with chocolate. He can make anything he wants. Isn't that a fact? Ideas? Absolutely true. Just as true can be. Though he's a little dotty. How do you know so much about him? I've worked at the chocolate factory. You mean to say I've never told you about Mr. Willy Wonka and his factory, Charlie? Never? Will you tell me now, Grandpa Joe? Please? I certainly will. Sit down beside me on the bed, my dear, and listen carefully. Oh, what a man he is. This Mr. Willy Wonka. Did you know? For example, he has himself invented more than 200 new kinds of chocolate bars, each with a different center, each far sweeter and creamier and more delicious than anything the other chocolate factories have.
Perfectly true. And he sends them to all the four corners of the earth. Isn't that so?
Absolutely. Oh dear me. Chocolate bars that he makes? He has some really fantastic inventions up his sleeve. Mr. Willy Wonka has. Did you know that he invented a way of making chocolate ice cream so that it stays cold for hours and hours without being in the refrigerator? He went all the way out to India and built a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate for Prince Pondicherry. It had 100 rooms, not one less. But that's impossible. Of course it's impossible. It's completely absurd. But Mr. Willy Wonka has done it. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it.
But sadly, the spying through his rivals and thievery got so bad that one day, without warning, Willy Wonka told every single one of his workers to go back home. He announced that he's closing his chocolate factory forever.
But it didn't close forever. It's open right now.
The factory did close, Charlie, and it seemed like it was going to be closed forever. And one day, we saw smoke rising from the chimney. The factory was back in business.
No, the gates are always closed. So then who's running the machines? Hasn't someone asked Mr. Wonka? Nobody sees him anymore. He never goes out. The only thing that comes out of that place is the candy, already packed and addressed. It's a mystery, and it will always be a mystery.
Nobody knows, Charlie. It certainly is a mystery. Come on, Charlie. I think it's time we let your grandparents get some sleep.
Good night. Good night, Charlie. Sleep well.
The very next morning, Mrs. Bucket flips on the television and Augustus Gloop appears, face stained with chocolate, while crowds of paparazzi snap his picture. He was a 9-year-old boy who was so enormously fat. He looked as though he had been blown up with a powerful pump.
The town in which Augustus Gloop lived went wild with excitement over their hero. Children had been given a holiday from school, and a parade was being organized in honor of the famous youth.
It's just day 2 since Mr. Wonka announced the big news, and we already have the first lucky winner. Let's meet the lucky one. So, Augustus, how did you find the golden ticket?
I was eating the Wonka bar, and I tasted something. That was not chocolate. Coconut? Walnut? Peanut butter? Caramel? Sprinkles?
So I looked
And I found the golden ticket.
I just knew Augustus would find the golden ticket. He eats so many bars of chocolate a day that it is almost impossible for him not to find one. Eating is his hobby, you know. That's all he's interested in. What a thrill it would be for him to visit Mr. Wonka's marvelous factory. We are just as proud as anything.
What a revolting woman! And what an undeserving boy!
Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop. He gorges and he guzzles. He feeds and he feasts on anything and everything that he gets to eat. Didn't I tell you, Charlie, that the one who finds the golden ticket first will be fat, fat, fat? Wouldn't it be something, Charlie, to open a bar of candy and find the golden ticket inside?
I know, but I get only one bar a year for my birthday. Well, it's your birthday next week. You have as much chance as anybody does. However, small the chance might be a striking lucky. The chance is there.
Balderdash! The kids who are going to find the golden tickets are the ones who can afford to buy candy bars every day. Ah, Charlie gets only one a year.
Only 4 golden tickets left? I wonder who will get those.
The whole country, indeed the whole world, seems to be caught up in a mad chocolate buying spree. Everybody is searching frantically for those precious remaining tickets.
Here's for the Chocomania!
I've been making my list since I don't know when.
Anna's 12. She likes ballet. She's the daughter of a peanut billionaire. And her name is Veruca Salt. Mr. Salt, tell all.
How can I possibly refuse my Veruca when she says,
Fetch. Buy. More.
I simply go and buy another stove. And when Veruca says,
Now.
the sweat forms on my brow. Now, when she heard of Wonka's price, she started to attack. So, I told my Pinocellos, here's a tougher nut to crack. You each 1,000 Wonka bars. Start sharing them at once. For when Veruca's happy, it's much better for a daddy. For 40 days and 40 nights, the Pinocellos work and always to the music of
I want a golden ticket. Get me a golden ticket. She's even worse than the bad boy. I don't think the girl's father did the right thing.
I don't think that was really fair. She didn't find the ticket herself.
Don't worry about it, Charlie. That man spoils his daughter, and no good ever comes from spoiling a child like that.
Charlie, your mom and I thought maybe you want to open your birthday present tonight. Now, Charlie, you mustn't feel too disappointed, if you don't find a golden ticket. Whatever happens, we'll still have the candy.
We'll share it. I want everybody to taste it.
And so shines a good deed in a weary world. The third ticket was found today by Miss Violet Boucard. Listen close and listen hard. To who is dear Violet Boucard? This little girl. She sees no wrong in chewing, 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 chewing all day long.
I chew gum mostly, but when I heard about these ticket things, I laid off the gum and switched to chocolate bars. Now, of course, I am back on gum. I munched all day long, except for a few minutes at meal times.
She's such a driven young woman. I don't know where she gets it from. Tell them why, Violet.
I am the junior world champion gum chewer. This piece of gum I'm chewing right at this moment, I've been working on it for 3 months solid. That's a record.
Yuck!
Such a silly girl.
Put it back on. Maybe there's summer news.
Exciting news.
This is just it. The fourth golden ticket found by a boy called Mike TV.
I'll tell you the story of Mike TV. And you know, what I tell you is true. He loved to watch his TV set almost as much as you. He watched all day, he watched all night, till he grew pale and lean. From the early show to the late show, and all the shows between.
Can't you see I'm playing a game? Quiet! Didn't I tell you not to interrupt? Those gangsters are the best. It's terrific.
Most of the time, I don't know what he's talking about. You know, kids these days, with all the technology.
you listen to me. What do you get from a clock of TV? A pain in the neck and an IQ of 3? There goes the fourth ticket. Those folk in GT didn't deserve the golden tickets. They are greedy, rude, vain and pompous.
Dad, why aren't you at work?
Well, the toothpaste factory thought they'd give me a bit of time off. They bought some new machines at the toothpaste factory and I lost my job. We were barely making ends meet, as it was.
It'll be alright. We'll find another. Until then, I'll just thin down the soup a little more. Don't worry, Mr. Bucket. Our luck will change. I know it.
Charlie, my secret boy. You and I are gonna have one more fling at finding that last golden ticket.
Are you sure you want to spend your money on it, Grandpa?
Of course I'm sure. Listen, Charlie, they print money every day. But this ticket, there are only 5 of them in the whole world. And that's all there's ever going to be. Here, run down to the nearest store and buy the first Wonka candy bar you see. Bring it straight back and we'll open it together. Such a good boy, really. He never complains.
Grandpa, you fell asleep.
Have you got it? Quickly tell me.
Yes, but no golden ticket.
Charlie notices a green piece of paper half buried in the snow. It is a dollar bill. Charlie looks around to see who might have dropped it, but no one is there. He realizes that it now belongs to him. Charlie carefully extracts the dollar from the snow and gazes at it. He decides he will buy one candy bar and give the rest of the money to his mother.
Charlie buys the bar and tears off the wrapper. And suddenly, from underneath the wrapper, there comes a brilliant flash of gold. Charlie's heart stands still. Charlie unwraps his bar and finds a golden ticket.
I never thought my life could be anything but a catastrophe. But suddenly I begin to see a bit of good luck for me. Cause I've got a golden ticket! The last golden ticket! It's mine!
Grandpa Joe, how'd you know that I'd be coming home today with something good something gold, something special that I can hold. Mr. Wonka, how'd you do? Tomorrow morning I'll be seeing you.
Charlie? What is it?
Grandpa Joe, we won.
Yippee! Here, read it aloud. Let's hear exactly what it says.
Greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket from Mr. Willy Wonka. I shake you warmly by the hand. For now, I invite you to come to my factory and be my guest for one whole day.
I, Willy Wonka, will conduct you around the factory myself, showing you everything there is to see. Afterwards, when it is time to leave, you will be escorted home by a procession of large trucks, each one filled with all the chocolate you could ever eat. And remember, one of your lucky 5 children will receive an extra prize beyond your wildest imagination. Now, here are your instructions.
On the 1st of February, you must come to the factory gates at 10 a.m. sharp. You are allowed to bring one member of your family to look after you. Until then, Willy Wonka.
The 1st of February? But that's tomorrow!
Then there's not a moment to lose. Come on, Charlie. Wash your face, comb your hair, scrub your hands, brush your teeth, blow your nose,
And get that mud off your pants.
We must all try and keep very calm. First thing we have to decide is who will go with Charlie to the factory.
I will. I'll take him. You leave it to me. Yippee!
Finally, the buckets can have something more than thin cabin soup. And Charlie's dream of entering the factory one day has turned into reality.
Tomorrow, the doors of this mysterious Wonka factory will open to these lucky finders. And guess who will be waiting to welcome them?
I am Willy Wonka, the world's best chocolate maker. Please enter. Come forward.
I'm so happy for Charlie.
If you really wish it or will it, anything in the universe is possible for you. It is as if the universe conspires to make it happen.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier. Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's not as clever and so smart, he barely can restrain it. With so much generosity, there's no way to contain it. To contain it, to contain, to contain, to contain. Willy Wonka, he's the one that you're about to meet. Willy Wonka, he's a genius who just can't be beat. The magician and the chocolate whiz, the best darn guy who ever lived. Willy Wonka, here he is.
Close the gates.
I loved the story. The actors, singers, and dancers were awesome. I'm so glad for Charlie.
It's just like what we are taught to believe in school. Nothing is impossible. If we dare to imagine it and work towards it, you can make it happen.
A big thank you to the management of our school and our principal for believing and making all these virtual events happen for us.
A huge round of applause for our teachers who invested time and effort and trained us so well. Thank you, Miss Sanjali, for recording us so patiently.
We draw so much strength from the unconditional support that our parents offer to us. A huge round of applause for our dear parents.
Thank you for everything. Charlie's wish came true. What's your wish? I hope all our wishes come true too. Thank you.
Dear parents and guests, your feedback is much awaited and appreciated. Please share it with us at lphsicsc@gmail.com. Thank you for your support.